Welcome back to the channel, everyone. My name is Blue Jaegers, and today we're going to be reacting to more AoE. Although this one is the best AoE video I've seen out there, so yeah, give credit is due. It's still good, but I mean, come on, it's only AoE can get so good. And I will continue to use this blur background feature unless you guys don't like it. I thought it looked pretty good last video, so I'm going to continue to do it with this video, but. Let's see. All right, so this video changed the way you see AoE part 2. Almost forgot to share my screen again. Oh man, that would have been a disaster. All right, let's get right into this. He was always free. Again, this is the other thing that the last video, which again, I will admit, I did not wholly understand this, that Eren somehow is not free when he 100% is. Well, as far as he controls his own actions, in that sense, he is free. And me and Eren Yeager have been debating in the comments. Listen, you're not gonna change my mind. In the manga, when I first read it, and ever since I've been studying it after, when he says this is what I want, if this is everything that I wanted, or if this was set in stone from the start, even if this is everything I ever wanted, everything is still ahead. I always interpret it, and I always will interpret him saying that as that this is what he wanted, and he did this, right? We see evidence upon evidence, especially 139, that this is what Eren wanted to do. This is the path that Eren took. It's always been Eren. All right, let's continue. Exhibit A, Long Dream. This should be interesting. Let's examine chapter 138 and explain why it is a timeline and not a past dream. I think it's neither. I think that Eren legitimately brought her to the past. Although I've been shaking this belief. I could very easily be swayed by this, of course. But as far as what I've studied so far, I think that Eren legitimately brought her into the past. Not as a dream, just this legitimately happened. Just like Zeke and Eren's conversation in the past legitimately happened. I think this legitimately happened between Mikasa and Eren in the past. In that moment. Alright. In the cabin timeline, Eren died of the curse of Ymir. Well, he never died. This thing you understand. That is a headcanon. Which again, I'm not saying just because it's a headcanon it means it's false, of course. There's a bunch of things that are implied, and there's a bunch of subtle things. I'm not gonna say just because it's a headcanon it means that it's false. But I just want you guys to understand. He never died of the curse of Ymir 138. Okay, but you're saying if in the past timeline he would have of the curse of Ymir. But let's continue. People always debate whether Isayama truly knew how important the Chapter 1 dream ended up being. Well, of course he knew how important it ended up being. It was the biggest and first mystery from the start of the show. Actually, technically the first one was the chapter name, I guess you could say. But, which is also funny because that's another reference to Mikasa. But, of course he knew how important it was. It was the most obvious poignant examples of foreshadowing. But it's confirmed by page 13 of chapter 1. Well, yeah, I agree that the page 13, yeah, the only number page of the entire story, yeah. True. He's right about that. Eren enters the manga timeline peacefully having died. Oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. We want to know my counter argument to that. Well, continue. Yeah, I agree. I'm glad that I I've seen 2 independent screenshots of this. I try to find this, but yeah, they're right. This. I mean, I didn't tell you that they're right. I'll just tell you that yeah, this is. I believe you so far. The story does start when Mikasa kills Eren. Although I'll get into why after this video. How did Eren relay his Cameron timeline memories to the manga? He didn't. Eren's able to use birds to move his memories around through time. No, he's not. But it didn't really matter because he can use the palace at any time. So. The Alliance. That makes it clear who did receive a visit 131. Levi notably left out. Interesting. Yeah, I see the reason about this is that first off, you just contradict yourself because Mikasa got the memories as well. So she unlocked memories, and she says to Armin, she visited you too. Right? And the reason why I think he didn't visit Levi is because I don't think he had that deep of a connection with Levi. Again, I want to make things clear. I think people don't understand the level of friendship Eren has. Let's go back. Okay, who you talk to? Connie. Let's go back again. Okay. So Jean, Reiner, okay, Connie, and Annie. Okay, and of course Armin and Mikasa. Now, I just want you guys to remember. He spent, of course, he left for a peak. He spent the most time with Armin and Mikasa. He loves Mikasa, right? He's spent time, long as time, since he was like 9 years old, with Annie, Reiner, Jean, Connie, and Reiner. Okay? He just after that after he got done training, met Levi and Hanji. They were not close with him like his other friends were. Okay? I just want to make that clear, because people keep saying, well, if he wanted his plan to succeed, how come Hanji and Sasha died? Completely different. Because I'm going to have a little bit of a tangent here, but this is relevant. The only thing that he wanted was Mikasa's safety, because the only thing he saw, the only thing he knew for certain is that Mikasa was going to be alive, because it's Mikasa's choice. So, using the information that Mikasa would survive, he went forward with this plan. That's how important Mikasa was to him, which of course is what you're supposed to do as a man, as a husband. Your wife is good, nothing else really matters, right? But obviously he wanted these people to be around, and he did, and they pretty much all of them got alive except for Bertholdt, Hanji, and Sasha, of course, Sasha. But yeah. So yeah, no, that's not why Levi did it. I say all this to say that is not why Levi did not get visited by a bird. I'm trying to say that's the canon or whatever. They can't be manipulated, but they can be brought to the past, as seen by Levi being attendant to Eren's speech. I think he says he actually talks to me. He says I'll let you off the ass kicking is what he says to him. Wait, Armin was aware that Kermit timeline during the past. Mikasa recalls a memory in the cabin? What memory? This is so confusing. I swear. These videos are just so confusing. Let's rewind this. Let's just rewind. Mikasa, Armin was aware of the current timeline events during the paths meeting. What does it even mean? Current timeline events during their paths meeting? What? So you're saying that Mikasa wasn't aware of what was happening? Is that what you're saying? It's so strange. This is why I really want Eren Yeager / Reagan to join on to have a discussion, because I have no clue what the hell is happening. No. What? True. That's true. This was the past. Previous. Yeah, there isn't. Again, why you bring up 137? This is what I'd want to avoid if I was an AOB guy. Why are you bringing up 130? Oh, this is a 3 timelines theory, but still. Received memory? What the hell? What does that even mean, received memory? This is the other thing. This is the exact same scene. What are you guys talking about? It's the whole, like, oh, Mappa drew this differently, therefore it's... This is just getting absurd. I wish I had an AoE expert to just come on and explain this. This makes absolutely no sense. What are often interpreted as dreams are actually just memories. Interesting. Let's connect Nicholas's dream from 138 to other examples of future cement, to other examples to further cement our claims. This should be interesting. Exhibit B, not a dream, a memory. Aaron's changed dream from episode 1 was intentional. As we've proven, Isayama always knew what see you later would mean. Of course he always knew what see you later would mean. Aaron sees the death of Hannes, Carlisle with a family, instead of see you later, Aaron. But yes, I know. Yeah, I know. Why are you showing me this? I already know that he saw all that. Yeah, good to that. This is hilarious. No, the birds flew away because something. These alien people are so kooky. Look, the bird showed him the memories. Oh, listen. Maybe birds symbolize memories. Sure, maybe. But birds cannot give anyone memories, and this is hilarious. All right, let's continue. Birds are hilarious. Ridiculous. You want to know? You want to know how I think he got those memories? You want to know? It's not because there's 3 timelines. Because there's 1 timeline, and it's a loop. So when he dies, he basically sort of like the residue. That's a good word. The residue of his past self is on him, on his mind, so to speak. So when he wakes up, that's how it is, right? Now maybe saying, well, why did he remove it from the anime? And honestly, it's not really a question that deserves to be asked at all, because I do believe he still asked her why her hair gets so long. Let's see. I'm just gonna double check. I know I've done this routine. I know I've done this before, but just to make sure, is this in the anime? Maybe it's not in the anime. Oh, no, it's why you're crying. That's why. That's what he says. Yeah. She's why you're crying. But what? Yeah. So I simply just believe that he, woke up and he had the residue of his past memories, and that's what's happening. Yeah. So that's how it explained his first dream without using weird timelines. Which again, the timelines also destroy the point of the story. Lots of people don't understand the story. It's not just Titanfolk. There's lots and lots of people who do not understand the story at all. And this is to be expected. I was surprised. Actually, I'm in the basement, so I shouldn't do this. But I was surprised when the show was so popular because it's so I thought it'd be niche, but I guess it's not. For some strange reason, it's not niche, and then it just draws a bunch of people, parasites like Titanfolk, and then more malevolent parasites like these people who, one of the biggest reasons why Ailey wouldn't exist is because multiple timelines destroy the entire point of the story, right? And if you want to know what I'm referring to, you can go watch one of my most recent videos, Why the Future Can't Change the Past. You can also watch Why Time Loop Theory is Important. It's another video you can watch. Let's see. I'm looking at my videos right now to see if we can. Yeah. Why Aaron Did the Rumbling. I guess that's also a good one to watch. So yeah, these are all videos you can watch if you want to know, why. Why I'm saying that multiple timelines ruin the story, right? But TLDR, right? The story is about one of the themes is nature versus nurture, which actually explains the last panel too. But you can go watch my video if you want to know my explanation for that. But the whole story is about nature versus nurture. So basically, it's commenting on everyone is innately evil, and the main character, is not driven to evil by his environment, but he's driven to evil by mainly his own nature. Now, of course, I'm not saying that Marley did not contribute to the rumbling. Again, watch my video, because being the main character of a high quality book, obviously he's a very nuanced character. So I'm not gonna give you a one sentence sum up and everything and cover his entire character. Watch my video on why he did the rumbling if you want to know my full explanation. But yeah, so that's why I say multiple timelines destroy the story. All deaths which were necessary for Eren to activate the rumbling. Royal family deaths necessary for Eren to receive the founder. Okay. Why does Hannes need to die? Why does Carla need to die? Those both do not need him. Hannes, Declan, and Eren figuring out the vows to renounce war. Okay, that's a good point. Although I do believe he would have no, that's good. Okay, that's a good point. But Carla definitely did not need to die in order for one to happen. He was already angry beforehand. He's already pissed off beforehand. There's no reason. Carla dying did not really. It didn't do what you thought. It wasn't necessary for him to do the rumbling. He went to the rumbling regardless of whether or not Carla did that or not. Leading to one destination. Oh god. Well, another thing, and again, this is a little bit of a reach. I will say, but considering the aspects and the themes of the story, you'll notice that Eren said, when I learned those humans outside the walls, I was so disappointed. Not that there was enemies outside the walls, not that people wanted us dead outside the walls, but there was humans outside the walls. Okay. Now, I'm sure you can piece together what I mean by that. But I'm actually not going to say it unless you've watched my full and complete opinion, because I don't want to say anything that sounds outlandish, only for it to get rejected, only for my arguments there to be heard. So if you want to dive deeper into that, or if you already know what I mean, then good for you. But if you don't, then watch my videos and find out. But that's just there for those who know what I'm talking about. Let's continue. Connecting to memories in AOT, the receiver often wakes up from a long dream. Okay, don't disagree with that. So she's saying she just woke up from memories. Interesting. That is interesting. AOT often uses dreams to connect memories. Yeah, I again don't disagree with there.
エレン、どうして泣いてるの？
Why are you crying? Is AOT killed for memory, not a dream? Perhaps. Perhaps. This is the weirdest cuff on his shirt, I must say. I know it looks sort of normal, but something is off about it. Isn't it? I don't know.
今、親父の記憶とつながった。あの巨人、お前だったんだな。
The change stream from episodes 1 is not a fluke. Isayama knew about Cabin from chapter 1. Timelines exist in AOT. No, they don't. I'm sorry, they just don't. And of course he knew about the cabin since episode 1. He has the cabin scene in chapter 1. Okay, proof. I existed in this world. This is getting absurd. Oh, I want to rewatch this just to make sure I'm getting everything here. Because it always feels like he's stating facts and not actually proving anything. Okay. So I think he's saying that Mikasa is getting memories from the prior timeline because she says she has the long dream episode in the cabin scene. I think that's what they're saying. This right here. I just disagree. She's brought to the past again. This what I'm about to say can very easily be changed. Eren brings her to the past. Lives 4 years with her. She's crying because of the prior situation, right? She realizes she's not supposed to be there, which is why she says, "I'm not supposed to be here." Then she kills him, and then she holds his head and says, "See you later, Eren." That's what happens, right? There's no need to add all this awareness about extra timelines and things of that nature. Because, again, ever since Eren was born, he was going to do the rumbling. There was just no stopping it. There was nothing that anyone could do. He was going to do the rumbling. I think what he's going to say here is, he says, because he was born to the new timeline, he always says, "I was born to this role," because he's born into the new timeline. This should be. Since his manga defeat, he was not defeated in the manga. And again, Grisha says it himself. Grisha, now again, some people do say he got the memories twice. I agree. But if you're one of those people who thinks he got all the memories when he kissed Historia's hand and he did not get extra memories when he hugged Ymir, Grisha said, this is why I really, really don't like AoE. The people are funny. The people are cool. The people are great. The Titanfall people are disgusting, nasty, awful, evil, wicked people. Of course, we all know that. Their ideology is also equally disgusting and wicked. The AoE people are nice and cute and fluffy and fun, right? Evidently, Eren Yeager, right? The guy in the comment section in my last video. But the AoE theory is still extremely disgusting, condescending, and degrading. His manga defeat. What do you mean his manga defeat? Excuse me, I don't remember him getting defeated in the manga. Sorry, I remember everything playing out exactly how Eren wanted to play out. Now, you may be saying, well, Beluga, ideally, he'd want to accomplish the rumbling, right? And still be alive with the scenery. The thing is that those two do not exist. Either Kirsty Ymir is gone, or Eren is around. It's one or the other. And he would rather everyone else live a long, happy life and him die. That's the deal. If it's between him and his friend, if it's between his friends, right? Especially Armin and Historia, because they'd be the two most affected people that Kirsty Ymir. If those people live long, happy lives and the rest of the Eldians, or him, it's going to be his friends, especially Mikasa. Now, so he again, Grisha said everything will be going as Eren wanted to go. So if you're one of those people who thinks that he got those memories all in one time, then that means that you believe that everything Eren saw, he wanted it to happen. This is all what Eren wanted to happen from the beginning. He did not get defeated in the manga. We all know he let Mikasa kill him so the Titans can so the Titans will be gone from the Earth. We know this, and we're gonna know it even more in the anime, where we hopefully see some scenes of him talking to, Jean and Connie individually. He did not get defeated in the manga. Everything in the manga happened like he wanted it to happen. Okay, so since this manga defeat, Eren has reached out through time to the anime. This is just getting ridiculous. I want to see this scene where he does this. This is the whole POV stars. POV stars in future anime and memories. Now, what chapter was this? Is 130. How is this in the future? But he said it's when he kissed Sora's hand. He saw this. Technically, when he kissed Sora's hand, this was like happening in Ireland at the same time. But I see what you're saying. Shock ED is centered around this contact. Another reference to AOT final exhibition. I don't know if we're all still since the walls worship final expedition. Crushing defeat on the inside of the walls. Crushing defeat on the inside of the walls. A crushing defeat on the inside of the walls will only prove your existence. What is that supposed to mean? Falco is connected to Eren's memories. This is his skin. I heard Reagan told me that. Reagan told me that Falco's memories wasn't in the manga, which I distinctly remember reading. So someone has a Mandela effect here. Because I distinctly remember reading Falco's memories, and I was like, this is freaking strange. Fairly certain he went. I wonder what chapter Falco. I'll have to look into that again and post it or something, because pretty sure Falco was saying this exact thing and the memories beforehand. Yeah, to the manga. But let's continue. Falco is connected to Eren's memories. And where's this Eren's memories? How is it connected to Eren's memories? I thought we were all under the impression that those were his memories because of him flying around in the Battle of Heaven and Earth. Yeah, like in Battle of Heaven and Earth. This is just so confusing. We see this associated identity signs. Yeah. Who am I? He says. Yeah.
今さ、私はって言った。
なんでここに?
Yes, but Eren was still himself. He was by your own, but even by both of our theories, he was remembering himself.
なんでここに?
.130 from the manga as a glimpse into the future anime memories. What the hell? Change in the anime from POV future memories to past memories. Uh-huh. But isn't this the exact... Didn't we already go... This is the exact same memories. It's the exact same memories. Well, the peak one did get changed, so... I'm actually gonna slow this down and look through this one by one again. People are so strange, I swear. Have you been a strange... Like, is there any other, like, fandom that has, like, wild, rabid conspiracy theorists in it? I would like to know, because this seems pretty unique to Attack on Titan, having just rabid conspiracy theorists in our fandom. Hey, it's better than Titanfall, I'll give you that. Okay, so past memories. Because you're saying in the manga, when he kissed Sora in his hand, he got those memories. But in the manga, in the anime, this is his past memories. I don't know why he makes the distinction when he says the exact same thing both times. Those aren't POV. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah. POV. This could be why is Ricky saying this? This could be POV. This could very well be POV. Yeah, so he says he sees pretty much the exact same memories and says the exact same thing in both the anime and manga. Static filter. This is what I'm talking. Note the static filter. Oh. Okay, boy. All right, great. Distinguishing it as a future memory. Okay, that nonsense actually checks out. Yeah, true. All right. Bird which captured the memory. Yes, the bird captured the memory. Oh, so it's like bird was like a camera and just like snapped the picture and sent it back to feed. This is getting absurd. Memory transfer confirmed. Oh, okay. Timelines of AOT have Aaron's memories moved around between them, each influencing the events of the other. No, Aaron's memories don't influence him at all. And this hasn't been animated yet, but we'll see this when Ramsey shows up. Aaron's future memories don't influence his present actions at all. And again, you can see my newest video on that. Why the future can't change the past, right? Again, this hasn't been animated yet. But no, this has one of them has been animated, which is Aaron getting the attack Titan to begin with, right? Again, I did a video about this. If you want the full explanation, go to the video. Don't whine in the comments. Watch the video. Basically, Grisha gives Aaron the attack Titan and Founding Titan despite having future memories of what would happen wrong if he did not if he gave him the attack Titan. He still gives him it anyway, right? That would be one example. Another that's from the anime. Now, from another example, which is in the manga, is Ramsey. He goes and sees Ramsey getting beat up. He wants to go save him. He is informed by his future memories that would be ridiculous to do, and so then he decides to, informed by his future memories, turn away. Of course, he does not turn away, and he goes back and saves him anyway. So those are two examples, and of course, thematically, right, the future memories don't change the past, and all that other stuff. But again, if you want a full explanation, go watch my video on it. The cabin events led Aaron to attempt the rumbling. No. no. Again, we know what led him to start rumbling. When he saw there was human beings outside the walls, he decided he was going to rumble. Trusting in his friends, and the manga resulted in failure. No, it didn't. And again, and now this is a little bit more of a robust bit with lots of moving parts here. But again, you can always debate me. I always leave my Discord and my emails in there. So yeah, definitely we can have a debate if you think this is somehow a failure. But his just trusting his friends not letting it failure because all his friends died in their beds peacefully. So there's that. And they're all free too. They're the most powerful country in the world at that point. So yeah, trusting his friends did not result in failure. And again, what do you mean trusting in his friends? Trusting in his friends with with unarmed Neanderthals? That's the other thing. What do you mean he trusted his friends? Like, I know Aaron, sounds like he's putting a lot of faith in Armin, but Aaron hamstrung everyone. In fact, literally, a person would have more of a chance in a fight against me, hamstrung, than when Aaron did to these people, right? Aaron destroyed these people. He again. I don't want to go on a long tangent here, but it's always pissing me off. first off, Armin says beforehand, conflict is inevitable. So this should have been of no surprise to you at all. This should have been of no surprise to you, especially since no timeline is given as to when this happens. This should be of absolute no surprise to you whatsoever, because of what Armin said in 139 itself. But let's also remember the fact, again, his friends died peacefully in their beds, but Eren killed pretty much all their soldiers. Like, every one of their soldiers are dead. Again, Merlin only had 1 million soldiers. Let's also remember them. Anyway, short of their soldiers, all their boats got obliterated. All their planes are gone. The research facility. And here's the thing. I keep bringing up the knowledge. They not only are their high-ranking, high-experienced generals gone, not only are their soldiers gone, not only are their boats, mariners, captains gone, but the research facility to make planes are also gone. The engineers are gone. They're all gone. Everyone's gone. Everything is gone. And all that is left is a couple 100 million people scattered across the earth with no way to get to parity at all. Okay? And parity has the superior population, the superior economy, the superior knowledge, superior combat experience, and superior technology. So he really didn't trust Armin a whole lot there. He beat a guy to a bloody pulp and said, "Here, go take over." But what he was really trusting him to do was make peace between the Jaegers and the Alliance, which of course they did succeed at, in no small part from Astoria, who was sidelined, I guess. But again, that's it. If you go watch my Astoria video for my full explanation as to why she was sidelined or whatever in the last chapters. And one more thing. 100% rumbling does not avoid this. Okay, as Kiyomi said, and Flock agreed, it just makes the world a smaller place. And there comes a point where civil war is more likely than outside threats. Like in America. Like, again, I know some of you are American, but ask any American, what's more likely, civil war or outside, or China or Russia, right? Most of them who are educated would know, well, all of them would say, who are educated would say us, but most people would say it's us, right? We can instantly destroy China, instantly destroy Russia at the same time. At the same time. We can destroy any country in the world anytime we want to, however we want to, right? But it's more likely for parity to have a civil war at this point. 100% rumbling does not mean no conflict. 100% rumbling just means, well, I don't know what it means. That's why I never had a problem with 80%. Because how much time would 20% really buy? How much time is 20% really buying? And no, so you guys are going to say, well, the parity would go genocided. Okay. No. That's never happened before in human history. Especially to a country that is equal, if not better than you at warfare. It's never happened. Right? But they say, well, Shiganshi was covered in grass. They could have simply moved out Shiganshi. This wouldn't be the first time Shiganshi was covered in grass. Now would it? And there's a surviving member just strolling in the woods with hiking equipment. Not okay. So he looks like he's having a jolly old time. It honestly looks like he's just abandoning the outskirts of his town, to be honest. But again, this is you're missing the entire point. It's all up to interpretation, which is what Goth Magazine says. It's up to interpretation because it's going to try to say something. You're spending too much time worrying how much time 100% rumbling would, or what 100% rumbling would accomplish. 100% rumbling looks very similar to this, right? Let's continue. Having seen the manga timeline, everyone will trust himself this time. That's just stupid. See, this is where AoE. The last video was really good. This is where AoE just really just flies off the fucking rails. Oh, excuse me, friends. I don't like to curse on this channel, but this just takes a completely different. What is going on? Trusting himself into 100% rumbling and accomplish basically the same thing. I'm telling you, nothing much changes with 100% rumbling. It's at this point where I wish that AoE would happen. I know it's not going to happen, but certain points just make you think, well, I wish AoE would happen at this point. Just so these foolish people would know that Eren trusting himself and killing literally everyone, who again are unarmed. They are unarmed because after he destroyed the global allied fleet, which is every gun, every ship, there's no reason. He's only fighting unarmed peasants. And they say, well, their hatred was brewed against them. There's lots of people here in America. We've killed a lot of people overseas. Has anything happened to us? Has anything happened to us? There's lots of Vietnamese kids who are dead. Lots of Vietnamese kids who got their parents killed. Has anything happened to us? Yeah, no, exactly. Because we Thanos snapped them off the earth, right? But this history ridiculous. Another thing I said, well, Eren needs to kill everyone so there won't be another Gabby or Falco, or Gabby or Eren. Oh, Gabby or Eren, really? Gabby, who's completely irrelevant post-rumbling. Gabby can do literally nothing to stop anything. She does end up shooting Eren. That's all she can do is shoot Eren, and then from that point forward, after the rumbling starts, she's completely worthless. And Eren would have died hadn't had a Titan, and there is no Titans anymore. So you should be worried about random kids being filled with rage and having no guns. Because there's nothing they can do. There's nothing they can do. Let's continue. But there's no other choice. This is just getting absurd. Choice for what? You keep acting like they failed or an undesirable outcome happened last time, and now this outcome, he has to do the one thing to get this one thing done right. This is the last rule. This is what the cringe fest happens. This is when the A&R cringe fest starts to happen. Final zip it. Left path versus right path theory. You guys have lost your mind. I've seen pretty good stuff for the past 7 minutes in the last episode. This is just getting absurd. It's the almost acknowledges symbolism in the left hand path. Where I would love to see this. I would love to see this acknowledgement. Please show me. A number of right-hand manga movements shifted to the left hand. The anime answers him key questions with subtlety. This should be interesting. Manga tree and Mikasa Senpai's on the right hand. This is exactly what I'm saying. This is exactly what I'm saying. This is nonsense. Oh, it got shifted. Ah, AoE. No. No. I'm not even going to spend time. Manga time, line. I wonder what you people are going to say when there is no AoE. I really want to know. What happened to our mirrored stuff? What happened? What happened? Everything was mirrored. Oh. I'm not even going to stop. This is not even a real circular level. Why are you bringing it up? He's trying to go. There's symbolism between the black and the white and the. Just get the hell out of here. It's not even a real circular logo. Oh man, this is too funny. Armin will choose the path, left-hand path, over friendship with the world. Right-hand path. This is absurd on so many levels. Truth, left side, friendship, right from friend. Yeah, team fight last position. Here's on the right side, the manga ending. Eren's wish was on the left side, anime ending. Oh, I see. You want Eren to die as a selfish, petulant child who decided that he would destroy the entire world because he couldn't deal with the original sin. That's what you want, instead of the sacrificial, noble child we got in the actual story. Secondly, Ymir's wish. Yeah, Ymir and Eren were working concurrently. They're partners. They both had mutual interest in the matter. I'd say Eren had more. This is just on a completely different level. Yeah, I've seen the second ending. Oh, the bloody scarf and the clean scarf. Nigga. to say this is even a scarf in the first place. I'm not saying this is a scarf, but just to say it's a scarf. And to say it's a bloody scarf that makes it dying. It's just absurd. It's absolutely lost me. Well, I do appreciate you've left the usually the last bit of evidence. I usually leave the most cuckoo evidence, the biggest reaches. I usually leave those last whenever I'm talking. So maybe that's what he's doing, because this is just the most just straw grasping, most absurd thing I've ever seen in my life. This is why I go to A&R Anime. This is exactly why, to see stuff like this, to see like mirrored birds and other stuff. This is exactly why what I think when I think of AoE is this nonsense right here. It's the same thing. It's the same exact thing. Oh, it got cracked. Different timeline. No, it's just the exact same thing. That's what it is.
2000年前から誰かを自分を信じること
I'm gonna never freaking copyright strike on my stuff because he keeps putting copyright music in his stuff. Stop putting copyright music in your stuff. This is just absurd. I already made a video about this. It's nothing to do with AoE.
さらなる地獄かもしれないそれは進み続けた者にしかわからない
Okay. Again, my Discord is in the description of my video. It's also in the pinned comment of my last video. Come on, I love Lavia. This is absurd. This is absurd. And I hope you're there. And I hope you're there on my post in 2023 when AoE does not happen. I want to know what sort of reaction excuse you have. So yeah. Make sure to like and subscribe. And I'll see you in my next video.